You ain't allowed me to do it. Save me. Oh, damn.
What the hell is wrong with you? Got me running all over the goddamn place. This money's yours. You hear me?
Welcome back to another dope episode of On the Scene. I am Maubra Foster, your host, director, producer. I want to first of all give a shout out to our sponsor, Ashonia Scott, the owner of Essie Marie's Salad Dressings and Marinades. Please go check out her website. It's www.essiemaries.com. And without further ado, I want to introduce you to tonight's guest. We have, drum roll please, Chicago's own actor, producer, director, facilities manager, Kevin Morrow.
Yes.
Hey, happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday to you too, Miss Foster.
Thank you. How
All
you
right.
doing?
It's
How
been
you
a
doing?
long time since we've seen each other.
Oh my God.
Yes.
We worked together on a movie called Catfish Fillet. Shout out to, I forgot.
Gerald Hall.
There you go. Gerald Hall. Forgive me, Gerald.
Producer, director.
Yes.
Yes.
So we worked on that film together, and that's been how long? That's a long time.
About 5 years ago.
Yes.
Yes,
So.
yes. But thank God for social media.
Exactly, because
Yes,
we've always
'cause
stayed
it's
in
like
touch.
We were never apart.
Right. So what's
Yes.
going on? How have you been?
I've been great, Maubra. I've been busy working.
Uh-huh.
You know, you got to kind of work the regular job.
That's right.
And then I've been auditioning and
Yeah.
everything. So, you know, that's a good thing when there's a sign that I guess casting directors like you, when they keep calling you for different roles on different Chicago shows and films and everything. So that's a good thing.
Yes.
So, you know, hope is not lost.
No, and you know that all goes to that whole actor's grind. You know,
Yes.
we're
You
always
gotta grind.
grinding.
You
You
gotta
know, you're
grind.
doing your 9 to 5, then you're doing your auditions, and
Yes.
you know it's
Yes.
just a never ending.
Yeah,
But
never
hey, we
ending,
love it.
you know.
I mean, you got to put in the work.
Yeah, definitely.
Period.
I mean, I'm not the type of guy that'll turn certain things. Well, I take that back. There are things that I may turn down as long as it's classy.
Hold on one second before you go on. Let me just have you put your headphones up because it's hitting every time you move.
Oh,
It's
okay,
hitting
okay.
on the
So-
mic. Yeah.
So wear them the right way.
There
That's
you
what
go.
you're trying to say?
Yeah. So don't.
Is my hat okay backwards, Maubra?
Yes.
You want me to put the headphones on right? Should I turn my hat around too? What else you want, Maubra?
See and scene.
Oh, okay.
That was,
How was
good. That was perfect. Yeah.
Yes. So,
Yeah, but
you know.
you have been busy and you have been in the game for how many years?
Ooh, man, my
Let's
first
start there.
professional role. Well, prior to that, you know, a little history.
Yeah.
I grew up, you know, I did plays and different shows for the church that I was involved in. Morning Star Baptist Church, 3993 South King Drive. Grew up right around the corner from there. So, and then grammar school. There was times when I was a kid in grammar school that teachers from other classrooms would ask my teacher if they can use me in their plays.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I did narration for different school events, and then I did the characters. I was, you remember Bert from Mary Poppins?
Yep.
Yeah, I was Bert, and I was Peter Rabbit. So, you know, the urban tale,
Okay.
no
So-
pun intended.
How old were you when you started?
Oh, my
Would
God.
you say?
I think I was about 8 or 9 years
Oh,
old.
okay.
You know,
All right.
and I guess I possessed a personality to where, you know, I was a little shy. So I would go off into my own space sometime and create characters and little voices and have my own little shows, my one-man shows.
Okay.
You know, or one-boy shows back then.
But see, that's where it starts.
Yes.
And then look at you now.
Yes, that's where it starts. And basically, you know, fast forward and everything, I attended Columbia College. Columbia College, a school of arts that kind of helped me out a lot in my journey and everything. So I met people there. I used to do a show called Behind the Screen that was produced by Columbia College as well.
Okay.
Robert Title, who later on produced Barbershop Part 1, film that I was in. He was a student there at one point, and it was around the time that he got $1 million for Soul Food.
Yes.
It wasn't the Soul Food we grew to know, but it was a short film that he wrote for his thesis. So, you know, so we were a part of all of that. I was behind the scenes and meeting these people who are now doing that thing and everything. And, you know, I like to say that I'm in that category too.
Of course. But see, you know, that was like your stepping stone because you're in front of the camera, but then you're also behind it.
Right. So, yes. So
you know.
Behind the camera. So I got a chance to work with some people. I mean, my very first time on a set was on the set of a Halle Berry movie called Losing Isaiah. And I was so intrigued at the director and all the other extras, they were all in the room eating donuts and orange slices, and I wanted to be out there and to learn the lingo and the language. We're checking the gate. It's a new deal, you know, different terms that they used on the set. And I would ask questions so I can get an understanding. So, you know, and I've done some things with some students of mine over time. I was the dean for many years at Hales Franciscan High School in Chicago. So when I first arrived, some of the kids remember me from some films that I've done. And I got a chance to mentor them and teach them acting through a class that I had called Communication Arts.
I like that.
And we recreated, our first project was to recreate almost similar to Cooley High, but we called it Hales High.
So,
you know, and a few of those students that I had, they're off in Hollywood.
See?
One of them is Arthur Barnes, who's very successful on stage, and he was my lead character in the film. So that's why I love, it's not just the acting piece. I love the production piece, the teaching piece. So many avenues, you know, that goes with it, you know. So my journey is to, it's not over.
Oh, no.
And it's a lot of things that I got to free myself of other things that I've been doing to make room for some things I like to embark on.
That's awesome. So going back to Halle Berry's movie, how did that come about?
Wow. The Halle Berry movie, it was a casting, extras casting facility or company called Karen P. Casting. Now this is the Losing Isaiah film. So once you send a picture in, they also say, "Hey, can we use you?" And they give you the times and dates you have to be there. So that was that. But later on, there was a film called Their Eyes Were Watching God. Yeah. So I was living in L.A. at the time.
Oh, okay.
And Oprah, well, actually, it was I forgot the casting agency, but they wanted black folks to look like they did in the 20s, you know, on the farm and all that stuff. So they liked my look, and I got a chance to be a part of it. So not only was I just an extra, I became a stunt player as well. Oh, okay. So I got a chance to handle horses and things, and then I got to know some of the lead characters on the set, and one was Terrence Howard. Oh, wow. So Terrence Howard was a jokester. He liked to go up in the hills. They warned us about those mountain lions attacking people, but everybody's looking for him. And where is he? He's up on the hills with his foot up on a rock, smoking a cigarette, gazing in the meadow.
No, that sounds like
Terrence, would you get down from there and come on, man? We're about to do this scene. What's wrong with him? You know? So, you know, so these are the behaviors of certain actors that I got.
Yes.
But on that set, I got a chance to, you know, people kind of, when the director or producer wanted somebody to do certain things, they would vouch for me and say, "Hey, get Kevin to do it." So amongst all those day players or those extras, I was pulled out. And I was, you know, elevated or you know, I got an uptick in pay and various other things. So, you know, God has a way of showing me that there's more to me than meets the eye.
There you go. Did you ever do like stand-in? Did you ever do any stand-in work?
I did some stand-in. Actually, I did stand-in for that film too. I forget the guy's name. He was in a film called Fallen with Denzel. He played his brother. He was a handicapped brother of his, and he also played in New Jersey Drive.
Oh, okay.
So I got a chance to be his stand-in, and they were like looking at him like, man, this guy knows your lines better than you. You better be careful. You know, yeah, you better be careful, bro, because I might take your no. But at any rate, you know, it was a good opportunity.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey was visiting the set and everything, and there was one particular day I really remember. Halle Berry. There was a scene where the white man signed the land over to the colored folk, and then we were all looking in the window, and Halle Berry was looking at us, and no, she was out there with us. Her husband, Mr. Starks was his character. He signed the paper, and then she was like, they signed the land over to us. We all jumped for joy. And the first person she turned around to and grabbed and hugged was me, and I spent her around. Instead of just saying, wait a minute, ma'am, this is not in the script, I decided to go on with the character.
Okay.
I grabbed her and started spinning her around and dancing. You know, so we were having a good time. So once I did that, she did it that one time. Each take, each change of position of the camera, she had to do it. And everybody was like, man, you lucky, man. Get to Halle Berry. I was in the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
That's all. So,
exactly.
So yes, there's been experiences like that, and you know, other experiences. And like I said, you know, I've been a mentor to students. A lot of my students come back to the school. We take pictures and post them, and you know, the grown man version. They'll tell me, Dean Morrow, you were right about this, and you were right about that. You know, and I do get a chance to put some of the guys in the videos that I do called Barstool Blues.
Okay.
And the character I play is kind of like an alter ego character of myself. His name is Joe Lonely.
Joe Lonely?
Single man, you know. Yeah, Joe Lonely.
Okay.
Kevin Morrow. That's why I always say Kevin Morrow, a.k.a. Joe Lonely.
Okay.
So he's a guy that, blue-collar guy, good with his hands and everything, but he has to come to realize some things. There's a supernatural situation going on. So a lot of scenes I film in the facility where I work at, and sometimes I go out on the streets and I get people who are not actors, but I talk to them and walk them through things, and it turned out to be, you know, some of the best work and everything. And there's a little concept and a tagline that I have. You know how people say everybody's looking for something? My tagline for it is something's looking for everybody.
Oh, there you go.
In a way, am I here with you on your show, or are you here with me on your show?
I like that.
Sometimes we got to think about those things.
I like that.
You know?
I like that.
So it's intriguing. It's suspenseful. And I got a couple producers and people who actually watch the videos who kind of want to get together with me and maybe produce a pilot.
Oh, see, there you go.
And one being filmmaker Anton Mitchell.
Okay.
So we're going to be talking in the next couple of weeks or so.
Nice. And I know you did Barbershop.
Barbershop.
With Ice Cube. How was that?
Ice Cube, man, wonderful experience.
How was that, working
with everybody called me, hey, man, did he have a bunch of drinking and smoking and all that stuff and hoochie mamas on the set? No, that's a grown man, a businessman. That was when he was younger. We all do things when we're young, and we grow up and become grown people. It's different. He only had his bodyguard and the guy that played Stan in Friday.
Okay.
Who was a relative of his, actually.
Oh, wow.
So if you remember Friday, Stan was the, you know, whatever, the neighbor or whatever. So it was a peaceful set. You know, and then he was open to my ideas, and that was the beauty of it. If you saw the movie and I say, it's some things I say, what you think you Don Juan or something? You know, when he walked past me, you know, how you going to walk past me like that? You think you Don Juan? That was actually true in my real life, because I used to work security at the club called East of the Ryan. And Don Juan and C-Note or C.O., whatever the guy named, his buddy, would come in and they'd walk past me, and I have to go get them. Hey, man, you know, you can't just walk past me like that. I know you know who you are, but you don't have to step to the door and pay. Oh, man, all right, man, we got you there. You know who I am. I just told you who you were. So go pay. But anyway, so, you know, those experiences in life help me when I'm on the set. And even you going to take this money was not in the script. But it's a line that everybody, when people see me and recognize me, you're going to take this money. Yo, Calvin, you know, so, and that's the beauty of it, you know, and it feels good that people, you know, one time when they were running the ad for Barbershop and I happened to be in the trailer, I went to go pick my daughter up from school one day, and all of a sudden one kid said, "That's that man. That's that man from Barbershop. That movie that's coming out." Do you know this based on just the trailer? They surrounded me, and for the love of children, I didn't leave until I signed 75, 80 pieces of paper, pieces of homework, paper they picked up off the ground, candy wrappers or whatever.
Whatever they could grab.
So kids, if you still have it, hold on to it, because one day it's going to be worth a lot of pennies.
There you go. There you go.
So, yeah, so those, you know, those experiences coupled with others and everything. And like I said, scene with Ice Cube where I had to chase him, it was just me and him on set. We got to talk and laugh. He got to tell me what he does on his, you know, how he still produce music and go to the studio. He's a family man now, and so it was just beautiful getting to know this gentleman. And then Keith David, not to mention Keith David, I got a chance to hang with him because I was his bodyguard. So it was a good experience, you know. And my friend Michael Hammond, he does different characters, and you know, he's all over the place. And he shout out to him,
Michael David Hammond,
and definitely I know that he get a chance to meet people and sit with people, because I know I was teasing him about how him and Anthony Anderson was walking the neighborhood to go get some barbecue one day. I'm like, it was just walking calmly down the street, la 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 la, and you know. And when I met him for Barbershop, I was his stunt double. Not only did I play the character in Barbershop, I was also Anthony Anderson's stunt double. I got hired for that first. Okay. And then I auditioned for the character, Sharon King Casting. God bless you, Sharon King.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. So basically, I got a chance to do that, and well, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm talking too damn much. I'm wet. Can you say damn on your show?
Yes,
but anyway, you know, these experiences and others, you know, it builds you up to who you are. You know, when you get a chance to meet these people and their personalities and attitude. The great late Cicely Tyson.
Oh wow!
To meet her and to be in the same room with her.
What movie was that?
Beauty. It was called Hoodlum.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, 1997, Lawrence Fishburne, Vanessa Williams, Tim Roth. And it's a beautiful thing when Queen Latifah, she's done with her scenes and she says, "Bye, Kevin." I was like, oh, you remember me, huh? I told you I wasn't going to forget you.
Oh, well, hey.
Okay, Queen. Well, at the time I wasn't married, but I'm married now, so I can't be talking all that talk. You go ahead and equalize, Queen. I like your show, so I got to kind of be. But anyway, yeah, man, it's just beautiful too. Loretta Devine, she was beautiful. He played Illinois. Oh God, I forget his name. He's from Chicago. Okay. And he's a great actor. He's been in a huge amount of films and everything. And each chance I get, I learn from them.
Oh yeah, you can never.
Yes, and I had Lawrence Fishburne and Bill Duke allowing me to ad-lib certain. If you ever seen Hoodlum, and I said, "Say it ain't so, Valley," that was never in the script. Wow. When they came into the shop, the dance hall, we walked in on Dutch Schultz to confront him about some things. The dude said to me, "I'm sorry, no black guys allowed." I just blurted out, "It's a new day, mother." You know the rest.
Right.
Because sometimes you got to make the best of what you got.
That's true.
You know, there was some scenes that they scripted for me, and there was some scenes that I felt an opportunity. And once I took the opportunity, it worked for me. Because some of those lines are lines that the cast members would say walking around the cast. Some of the crew members would say. I just did a show recently called Am I talking too much?
No.
61st Street. I was cast in that, and this guy named Pat, who was the same guy who did wardrobe for Hoodlum. Oh. There were days when I'd sneak on set and I wasn't in the scene, but I'll say, "Pat, you know, these are the guys on the scene, the guys I hang out with in this scene. Well, why didn't I get written in?" "You're right, Kevin. I tell you what, here. let's go to wardrobe. Let's put you on this suit and outfit.
See?
And I walk up to Bill Duke and say, shouldn't I be in the scene? Yeah, you know what? You should be. Hey,
There
y'all.
you go.
Kevin Morrow's going to be in this scene. So
There you go.
that's what I do when I'm on set. I don't get on people's nerves and all that stuff, but I take advantage of opportunities. And I network. So I can.
Networking is key, people.
Right.
It really is.
You know, definitely. Because when it's something in your heart to do, you take every advantage.
That's right.
Possible.
That's right. Definitely.
And the experience with 61st Street, although it's the second season, because they had to do 2 seasons in one particular time of them being in the city. Because when they were going to start, my agent that I had just gotten with, she was telling me, hey, there's a show coming called 61st Street, and I think you'll be good at it, and I think it'll be some auditions coming for you for this show. But COVID wiped it out.
Yeah. I was in it. I played a paramedic.
There you go. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. Yes. So, you know, learn the tone of the show, whether it's a gritty show, whether it's a comical show, whatever. So I kind of study the show or I read up on it before I go on set, so I know the tone of it. Exactly. And everything.
Exactly.
You know, so... Nice. You know, so look for me in season 2 of 61st
Street. Awesome.
Yes.
Now, you've worked with so many actors, producers, directors. Give me your top 3 that you haven't worked with yet that you would like to work with, dead or alive.
Top 3.
Yeah.
I would like to work with Sidney Poitier.
Okay.
You know why? Because he dark and I'm dark. And one time this guy told me, you too dark to be on TV. Because I was walking around the club where I used to work at called The Click.
Hey.
Used to work security. I know. Yeah. And he told me, he looked me dead in the face. You too dark. You too, no, he said, you too black to be. I said, dude, you are so wrong.
Right. Watch
and see.
Okay, look at you now.
So, yeah, look at me now. So here's the thing. Sidney Poitier, got a chance to really study him. And as a kid, there was nothing but Sidney Poitier movies on. So he was a great actor. So that's number 1.
Okay.
Now, number 2, I think everybody may agree, Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington is full of knowledge. Yes. He's full of inspiration.
Yes.
He's just multi-talented. And there's little intangibles that I watch him do. I was watching a film where the girl was kidnapped and he was telling people, I need proof of life, proof of life. And he was spitting all over the place and he was wiping his nose. You know, those are the things that adds to the character. Those little, you know, you can't just do a dry run at a character. You know, man, I need you to let me know where the body at. You got to say, you know what? I need to know where the I need to know where the body at, man.
Yeah, there you go.
You got to spit it. You got to spit. You got to yell. You got to shake your face. You got to do, you know, I've been practicing this.
The lip quiver. Because it gives it more life to the role, to the scene. It's true. It's true.
It's so true.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I haven't had this much energy all week because I've been preserving and reserving my energy.
Yes, for on the scene.
For on the scene tonight.
All right, so that's 2. Who's number 3?
Okay, number 3.
So we got Sidney Poitier, Denzel. Who's your 3rd?
Oh man, I used to watch this show called Electric Company when I was a kid, and there was this guy on the show that used to stand out. Even with the kids giggling and laughing and doing little silly things. And later on, as an older guy, he began to get cast in films. And he had this wonderful voice, this voice that you can kind of, you know it's him.
Okay.
His name is Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman, the phenomenal actor. He's another guy with that voice. And it's distinct. You know, you don't have to sound like this guy, sound like that. Just be yourself.
Exactly.
And, you know, and I always tell my students, it ain't acting, it's reacting.
There you go.
It's like me and you. You know, we're talking right now. You're saying something, I'm responding to you. Back and forth we go.
Right.
And that's what it's about.
There you go.
You know? So, yeah.
That's awesome. For what advice would you give to aspiring young actors, actresses out there?
You know what? It's a big, wide world in which we live in. So there's many facets of acting. There's comedy, there's drama, You know, there's different genres, and I would say to them to do their best, to study hard, to find ways to make the characters well-rounded, and to be sure that that's something that they like to embark on. Right. And then don't just stop at one facet of it. Build on something so that you can always be called on for other things other than just acting. You know,
so true.
And always have a plan B also.
Always.
Definitely.
Some gems dropped there.
Yeah. So, you know, you got to be true to yourself. You got to. You got to be honest with people, too, when they, you know, ask you questions. How did I do? You know, what you need to do is right. Sometimes I had to, as a dean, I had to break students down. You know, you did it, son. You know, and they feel bad. I got you on camera. You're a mess. Why? Why did you do it? So you got to build them up. You know, so you have to kind of sit them down and let them know where they went wrong, and then let them know, give them some advice on how to correct it.
There you go. All right. Where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on what's that thing called?
Well, you got Instagram, we got Snapchat.
Yeah, Kevin Morrow on Instagram to 1297. Kevin Morrow 1297 on Instagram.
Okay.
You can Facebook Kevin Morrow, my name, and kevin.morrow@hellsfranciscan.org for those bookings, because I got that peer space that I'm the facilities manager over. So we've had movie crews. We just did The Big Leap. We've done Chicago PD twice. We've had I got friends in the industry that are location scouts, and I just gave the Chi information on some schools that I'm connected to in the Archdiocese, to where the Chi is going to come to town and on shooting on the 19th, and they're going to be able to use some of those places. So, you know, or if you just want to have a birthday party or a bar mitzvah.
Sounds good.
Kevin.morrow@hellsfranciscan.org.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On all the success that you've had.
Yes.
And all the stuff that's coming to you.
Oh, it's
still.
coming.
Oh, it's coming.
Got to put it in the atmosphere.
That's right. Claim it.
Claim it.
Law of attraction, y'all.
It's mine.
Manifest it. There you go.
Yes, definitely.
I want to thank you for gracing my platform. I have a gift for you.
A gift for me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. You get one of the On the Scene t-shirts.
Right.
Yes.
I always wanted me one of these. Look, Ma, I got myself an On the Scene shirt.
There you
and
go.
even on the back.
There you go.
Hashtag On the Scene.
Yeah.
And it gleams. just like my teeth.
So you got to make sure you come back and hang out with me and follow up.
Yes, definitely.
Because you're working on so much stuff. You hold on to your t-shirt.
Oh,
I still have to, it is a pandemic. He's supposed to get a mask too, y'all, but we will get that.
And pilot season is coming up too.
Yes.
So, so hopefully we'll be auditioning again. So we're going to open up some time so we can get out there and grind. Kill it, grind,
kill it, grind.
Yes.
Yep. And book the room.
That's a song. Kill it, grind, grind. Kill it, grind, grind. Kill it, grind.
Book the room, book the room, book the room.
Book. Okay, all right.
Well, thank you again. You guys, that's it for another dope episode. I want to shout out my sponsor, Shonia Scott, owner of Essie Marie's Salad Dressing and Marinades. You can check out her website at www.essiemaries.com. Stay tuned. We have one more guest for you.
He said, eat.
Mrs. Johnson,